Hello, Monday Mamas. I'm always going to call you guys Monday Mamas, even though it's not Monday. It's Wednesday. And it's been a while since I've said hello, and that is because my family was stricken by the plague. Um, it's not actually a plague, but it was a lot of sickness. And my son got it, and then I got it. And, because I'm old and it takes my body longer, it took me like 3 weeks to finally kind of feel normal. In fact, my ear is still ringing. So if anybody has remedies for ringing ears, I would love to hear about these things. Um, I've just kind of gotten used to it at this point. It's not like a loud ring anymore. It's just like a dull kind of there. I can hear it when it's really quiet. Um, but these are the things that happen and we just can't control. But I've been thought about getting on here a few times recently and sharing kind of what's on my heart, but life's just been happening. But kind of what's on my heart and what I want to talk about today was kindness. I feel like kindness is something we talk a lot about. I tell my kids all the time, like, be kind, and that's great. Kindness is a big deal. We have Pink Shirt Day, right, which is all about like no bullying and being kind. And we're always talking about being kind to others, and that's super good, and we totally should. But I had a moment last night, maybe like an epiphany, maybe like an aha moment, and with my son, who is 9, and basically me, just as a small boy. And so I feel him very deeply. My husband says that we have like a different kind of connection. We're just bonded differently, which is so interesting because I feel differently bonded to my daughter. Let's just go talk a bit. We're moms. If so, there's lots of ways to have a baby, right? You can deliver vaginally, you can have a C-section. If you deliver vaginally, you can have an epidural, you can go natural, you can have some drugs, you can have no drugs. Long story short, for my son, had a full-on epidural, so felt nothing. They told me when to push because I couldn't feel contractions, and then suddenly out he came. Very kind of, it just happened. He was just laying there, and I grabbed him, and he was there, and he was mine. With my daughter, I got an epidural, but didn't work. If there's any medical people on here, my epidural went up. So at one point the nurse went to like check to see what was going on with pain, and she touched my boobs and I could feel nothing. So we had to stop the epidural because that's not a good idea to have it going up towards my heart. So when I delivered her, I felt everything. And I never would have chosen a natural birth. That was never my plan. But I felt, I don't know, when she came out, there was like some sort of like this mission that we had accomplished already together. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. It was just different. And so I have always felt like my daughter and I have like this different kind of connection. Not that I'm not connected with my son. It just felt different. If you have kids, you know what I mean. But my husband has commented recently several times that like me and my son just seem like we read each other. We kind of know what the other one's thinking without talking. And the more that he has mentioned it, the more that I have noticed just how much my son is like me. So last night he was having some big feels about, not even feels, but just like a lot of like controlling issues outside playing with his sister. And I stood at my bedroom window and just could hear him just like, not even bossing her, but just in the tone that he was using with her it just wasn't kind. And I've told him 1,000 times, like, speak kindly to her, be nice to her. And it doesn't seem to be working. So I had this moment, like, light bulb moment. And I called him in the house and I just said, we're done playing outside for tonight, but I want you to go to your room and get a piece of paper and a pen. So he does that, and I went and met him in his room, and I said, I want you to spend the next 10 minutes, and I want you to write out 10 things that you like about yourself. And I knew it would be a battle, and it was a battle, and we ended up getting 5. But what I realized was we keep telling people to be kind. We keep telling people to choose kindness. But we keep talking about it about us giving it to the other people. And what we're missing, I think, is we're not being kind to ourselves. And I truly don't believe you can be kind to others if you're being mean to yourself. My son and I stood last night and we did a little exercise where you I actually learned this in like a sleep meditation. She'll have you do it, like you tense up your body. So like make a fist, like make a really hard fist, squeeze your butt together, tense up your legs, and get your muscles super, super tight, and then relax them. And just what it allows your body to feel. Like you kind of, when you're doing a sleep meditation, it allows you to like kind of get heavier and fall into your bed. Like you don't actually move, but like you feel heavier in your bed. And so I had him do that last night, and I was comparing how when we're trying to be really in control, when we're angry, when we're frustrated, when we are annoyed, our body tenses up, and just how much harder it is to move and do things when your body is tense versus if you open up and you relax, right? And that's when we're allowing ourselves to be kind to ourselves, how much easier it is to move. And I just, this morning when he got up, I just reminded him and I said, today I want you to be kind to yourself. And we went over, he read out loud. I had him stand and read out loud the list of things that he'd written about himself, and just really helping him to see himself through better eyes. And I don't know if it's going to work, guys. This is parenting. We just like shot in the dark and see if it works. But as I did that, as him and I talked about it, I just realized, how hard we are on ourselves. And how often are we saying kind things to ourselves? And I know that I'm not all the time. I'm much faster to pick out the things that I have done wrong. I'm much faster to pick out the things that I could do better. And I just wonder if this is a part of the missing piece of us being kind to one another, is that we just need to be kinder to ourselves. We need to say nice things to ourselves. And so I would challenge you guys to take 10 minutes. That's literally last night, set a timer with my son for 10 minutes and had him do the exercise. And then when you're done writing your things, say them out loud. And I had him say them about 5 or 6 times, and each time he had to get louder and really start to claim them as his own. And he's 9, and maybe it'll do nothing, maybe it'll do something. But I know for myself, in starting to write out things about myself that are true, this morning I did what he did, and I started the day by saying 5 things about myself that were true. And I think it makes a difference. I don't know. Maybe I'm just having a good day, but I feel like if I'm kinder to myself, I have more capacity to be kind to others. So there's your challenge for this day, is take 10 minutes for yourself. You can do that. And write down 5 to 10 things about yourself that are true. They can be things like, I'm a good artist. I am a committed partner. I am kind. I am funny. I am hardworking. They can be things that you are good at. They can be characteristics of who you are. But start to name some of the things about who you are that make you great. We're really good at naming things we're not good at, but let's start naming some of the things that we are great at and are who we are. And let's just see if we can grow into our strengths. Maybe we stop focusing on the weakness, and maybe things just get better. But there's my thoughts. Take the challenge. When you're done your list, stand up, declare them out loud, say them out loud. If you're really feeling like you want to go for it, stand up, put your hands on your hips, put your chest out, Superman pose. If you don't know what it is, quick Google will show you Superman pose. It's scientifically shown to boost your confidence. So try it. Hands on your hips, chest out, say them, declare them, say them loud, say them proud, and see if it helps. And share it with your kids. Maybe we're onto something. Maybe this is something we can all do. But anyways, know that I love you guys. I think of you often. I think of this mom community, and I know that we're doing hard things together. And I just am grateful for sharing some life with people. And I hope that something I said today might speak to one person. So, or a whole bunch, but whatever. Anyways, love you guys. God bless. And go choose some kindness for yourself.